I love challenges. It's made me realize that any heights can be achieved by anybody. If you don't have a dream, what will you achieve?
Absolutely. And I'm truly amazed to know such motivating experiences of yours, Ms. Neena. Hello, everyone. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, uncovering some great achievements and contributions of unsung heroes, inspiring others. In this episode, we have Ms.Neena Sahi, who is willing to share her secrets of how to make a career full of milestones. Ms.Neena Sahi, I'm sure that this is going to be a delightful experience conversing with you.
Thank you very much, Sunny, for the introduction, and I appreciate your kind words spoken to me. I look forward to this conversation as well.
Great to hear that. Ms. Neena, currently Executive Assistant at Bharti Enterprises, is an award-winning executive assistant with overall more than 27 years of progressive experience in supporting C-suite executives. She has been awarded Best Secretary of the Year for Delhi by the IASAP, Indian Association of Secretaries and Administrative Professionals. All right. So to begin with, Ms. Neena, you have given invaluable support to the C-suite for over 7 years in your role of executive assistant at two large conglomerates. Unquestionably, advancing from the role of assistant vice president to this position is not a big leap forward. Still, could you tell us how you made this transition?
So, Sunny, the role of an EA is to act as a firewall, and both ways, for the leadership team and from the board members, for the C-suite executive and for the leadership team. So in this process, my major learning was that I needed to ask a lot of questions. I needed to face my C-suite, who also happens to be chairperson of many boards, and I learned to ask questions, gather the information. I learned to anticipate what questions could be asked. In this process of going to and fro, in this process of reading the papers and getting prepared to face the chairperson of this many boards, to further up the game, I started reading the papers that were coming for signatures. And I started earmarking and I started asking quarter upon quarter, I would read these papers, which the minutes which would come for signing, the agendas which would come to signing. Believe you me, in spite of all this planning and all this questioning and all this preparation, my executive always had a new and unique question to ask. This was always a challenge for me, and I love challenges, and I always took it up as for the next quarter, this is what I'm going to do, this is the questions I'm going to ask. Well, everything has two sides to it. So the leadership team would have their question and answers. I would say that in case he asks such questions, be ready, because this is the time I'm going to get the papers signed. So what I realized was every coin has two sides. The leadership team may have one point of view, the chairperson of the board may have another point of view. So all this to and fro, all these challenges, all this reading preparation, that motivated and helped me to think of going for this direction of being an independent director.
Interesting. In fact, your career journey is very, very interesting. And what's more interesting is that you have also catered to the various needs of the whole C-level group. So I'm quite eager to know how you manage these kinds of responsibilities.
So, Sunny, your eagerness is very well justified, because as an executive assistant, one has to deal with all strata of people, employees, people, right from the office boy to dignified personalities, to board members. So whilst dealing with all these people, you tend to develop a strategy. What are the best words to use? What are the best questions to ask? You tend There are times when you need to make small conversation. In those small conversations, you must ask, what is your story? If you ask their stories, you will be amazed to hear these successful people, where they have come up from. And these stories, they were so motivational for me. They always made me realize that any heights can be achieved by anybody. It's not just necessarily that you have to be an IIT and an IIM to reach a position. It's what is your dream? What is your ambition? How you are going to diversify your skill set, how you're going to increase your knowledge, and how you're going to use it. So these are the few things that have helped me so far.
Amazing, amazing. All right. So when it comes to your recognition in your field, you have been honored with several awards. Of course, they come in response to outstanding contributions. So what contributions you have made to earn these recognitions?
First step before I make any contribution in this regard is to have a dream.
Amazing. Yeah.
If you don't have a dream, what will you achieve? Once you have a dream in place, you have to set goals. Now, what is a goal? A goal is a milestone that you would like to achieve by a certain timeline. So a goal has to have a hard work, really. Really, hard work is one thing that I really, not only hard work, but work smartly as well. So it's not just that you put in hard work, so that ambition has to be there, that I will work for it and my work will succeed. And I will learn from my work. Every step I will learn, and every step I wish to succeed. Learn to accept your failures. After 100 failures, there will be a successful step. So each milestone, each hard work, each dream, each goal that I achieved paved the way for more. If I start at the beginning of my journey, I transitioned from a teacher to an assistant. I learned typing. When I learned typing, I was a legal secretary. When I was a legal secretary, I was reading the legal documents. Once I was reading the legal documents, I went on to become an executive assistant. Once an executive assistant, I was doing proxy work. I was answering mails on behalf of my executives. So each milestone led to the next. So this is what I would like to say, that for all those who are trying, that go on at it, don't give up. Anything is possible. You can achieve anything. Success is just round the corner. It is always darkest before dawn.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm truly amazed to know such motivating experiences of yours, Ms. Neena. Yeah. So, you must have some early professional life inspirations and daily motivations that help you through complex tasks. So I'm sure our viewers are also waiting to know them.
Set goals. So it is not necessary that you set a goal of being an independent director. Begin with baby steps, begin with small goals. I will reach office in time. When you set small goals and you have your deadlines, and when you are going for the low hanging fruits first, the sense of achievement, I will reach office well in time, well before time. The moment I have achieved this, that motivates me to go in for my next level. I will always be prepared for a meeting. Once I have set that goal, I will then set my timetable according. So every small achievement that you have will lead you to a higher achievement, will motivate you to set higher goals, will help you in achieving higher goals. Another thing which really helped me motivate was what I learned from one of my executives. And he said, just like any company has a board of directors, you must have your personal board of directors as well. It is not necessary that with your personal board of directors, you only share your success stories, you share your failures as well. So when you have a personal board of directors, they will give you their opinion, whether what you did was right, whether what you should be doing for the next step. When you have some people who are not in that situation, they are able to help you more, not necessarily your spouse, not necessarily your parents, not necessarily your friends, not necessarily your colleagues, a board of directors, which means a varied number of people with whom you can discuss not only your professional, but your personal issues as well. And because they are not in that situation, they are able to think level-headedly and they are able to help you out. This is one of the big things that really helped me in life, to have a personal board of directors.
All right. Okay. I guess my next question is about the board of directors. Your next strategic move is to join a board of directors, right? So hence you are upskilling yourself in corporate governance and cross-skilling in ESG. How did you come to this decision?
So there were two incidents which really affected my decision. The senior executives, they have very few confidants. They rely on their inner circle to take decisions. I have been privy to many utmost confidential cases, and your opinion may or may not be taken, but you don't have to take that personally. But the fact that you have been respected by asking for your opinion. So did you have an opinion in place when somebody asked you for your opinion? Did you do sufficient due diligence before you expressed your opinion? Another thing which really helped me make this decision was I used to work for a very senior C-suite in one large multinational company. And when you're working, you not only see their day-to-day activities, you also note their behavior. And I have always liked working for my executives because I have been very lucky in terms that I have always had executives who have displayed very high levels of integrity and confidentiality. Now, little did I realize that these are equally important in the position that I hold as well. And I realized that even I am under observation when in a town hall, one of my C-suite executives um, who had joined the company very recently from another company, and he was addressing a town hall, and somebody asked him that Neena has been chosen to assist you. What difference do you see in other executive assistants and in Neena? And in a town hall, he mentioned Neena holds very high integrity. Now that came as a very pleasant surprise to me, and that made me realize that whatever position you hold in any office, irrespective of your position, your mannerisms, your values, your qualities, you are always under observation, and you must display the highest qualities of integrity, confidentiality, and principles and values. So these things, I said, oh, wow, everybody can do the work. Everybody, there were 75 years in the organization. A, I was chosen to assist him, and B, he, of all the jobs that I do for him, the best that he noted was that my integrity was very high. These things were very helpful. Another thing was, this is slightly, I don't know how you will take it. Keep your ego at home. Leave your ego at home and go. This is very important. Whatever position you're holding, there will be conflicts. There will be people will agree with you. People will conflict with you. Take decisions with a level head, not with your ego. Ego will spoil everything. And last, what I would like to say on this is play your part. Do your work. Whatever part you have been given, make an affirmation that I will do my work well and leave the rest in the hands of God to take it forward for you, and things will definitely work out.
Well, Ms. Neena, your professional journey is really, really well planned at every leg. And I would like to congratulate you for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, Ms. Neena, you have chosen the Services of Directors Institute for your boardroom transition. So, how close do you believe you have reached to your directorship goal with our assistance?
Sunny,
And I expect an honest answer.
yes, yes, definitely. Sunny, I have been very pleasantly surprised with the services that the Directors Council is offering. With the seminars, the workshops that I attended before joining the course, they did not boast. They were very honest. And to be very frank with you, they have delivered above and beyond. We are being handheld. We are being part of mock board meetings. We are being mentored by experienced board members. This is very heartening and it is very motivating, and it instills a lot of motivation and confidence in you that you are part of such an esteemed organization who is doing such brilliant work. And this is one of a kind. Not even, it's, I think it's one and only. I'm very impressed and I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Neena. And honestly, this conversation has turned out to be very, very, very fulfilling. And I'm sure our viewers must have a lot to take back from it. And okay, so here we come to the end of this session, this interview, this podcast. But we wish you all the best in your contributions to the field of ESG and corporate governance. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Sunny. Thank you very much.
Thank you and have a nice day.